Chargers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Carson Wentz. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 10 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Taylor Gabriel. It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and his Philadelphia Eagle offense.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A pickup of 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jalen Mills.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
At the 35.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 13 carries, 53 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
At the 33-yard
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to second and
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
complete to number 86.
Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14. Packers 7.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun again to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There he goes inside the 30. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just get...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Josh Jackson.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Eagles.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe the defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Packers 13.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
The 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Deshaun Jackson.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
at their own 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 33. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
To Aaron Jones.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Packers 16.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Sanders, the Eagle ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The handoff to Miles.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
On the tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 14 yards. Good for a Packer 1st down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more scars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
For Aaron Jones.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being right. It's caught at the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory.